Peace, fam. It's your brother Cool. So, today, I want to focus on history and, how that applies today. You know what I'm saying? The future is history and the history is future. So, where do you want to find yourself? You know what I'm saying? Within that range in 2017. You know? This is the beginning of a brand new age, brand new time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of information that we didn't know about, we know now. So certain things we can no longer use as an excuse. And, me personally, I've never really found myself in the conscious community just for the fact that if you really a conscious community, why the fuck do y'all spend all y'all time bashing each other? If y'all really a conscious community, why don't y'all pull y'all resources together and say it doesn't matter what nationality or what school of thought, that I stand on. Only thing that should matter is whether we're all moving in the same direction. Because there's many different lanes. You know what I'm saying? Many different lanes can go in one direction. So if we're all going in one direction, what's the argument? Let a nigga rock out in his lane. As long as he's not disturbing you or disturbing, doing harm to other people, let him do what he's supposed to do or she's supposed to do in their particular lane. Because at the end of the day, we're all going in the same direction. If you talk about nationality, we're going in the same direction. If you are not, we're not going in the same direction. You know what I'm saying? Nationality covers a lot of things. And the reason why we haven't had any protections in terms of rights is because we've been operating outside of nationality. Black African Americans not a nationality. United States is not a country. You know what I'm saying? This is why they have that clause in the Constitution where it states that the United States cannot give titles of nobility. A company cannot make you a noble or royalty or an heir. A company cannot do that for you. You can do that for you because we were in existence living here on this landmass far before that company was ever created, before it was even ever a thought. So, a lot of things that I've seen how people are operating, outside of the Great Seal. Outside the Great Seal. So this is for me how I'm able to gauge, who's really doing the work. Because a lot of people can do this. The same way I can do this. I'm doing this right now. A whole bunch of people can do this. They break out books, PowerPoint presentations, slideshows. But what the fuck do the actions say after all those presentations? After all those books? After all those debates? After all those, after everything? Like, what the fuck does the conscious community have to show for it? Does the conscious community even own their own community? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's all BS. You good, nigga? No, you good? Walking on interview. It's all BS. You can actually join me if you want to join me.
What's going on, Cool?
Oh, yeah. Child brother. Talking about the conscious community.
I like them boots.
Thank you, brother. This is my brother right here, El Hadi.
What's going on?
Chilling. Just got in from work.
Huh?
Got in from work?
Yeah, I'm taking a lunch real quick.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the conscious community, man. And
those guys. Freaking.
And I'm pretty much like, if we're really conscious, why do we spend so much time bashing each other and going at each other's throats? And it's like after everything, debates, we have scholars, we have information, what do we got to show for all this shit?
It seems like the conscious community is repeating the whole religious state of mind.
Yeah.
It's like Are we that warped? Sorry, I was just walking up a hill. That's why I'm out of breath. But
Washington, nigga, Hills.
so it seems like the mind, the human mind has been warped so much to where we can't get out of that state of mind of redundancy. You know, constantly repeating ourselves. Like there has to be a good and a bad, and when there's really no such thing. You know, so it's just like now it's like the Christians against the Muslims and the Hebrew Israelites against the Moors, or the black people, you know, and it's just too much, you know. It's just like, what happened to the unity? What happened to the love? You know, that oneness, you know, and respect. Understanding and respect is the key to everything. So if I can't respect you or like understand you, like at least try to understand, you know, just reach out. Right. You know, I said this once to one of my brothers, just reach out, just try, just a tiny bit, just try to understand that person, you know, and if you don't, then you can still shake hands in good sportsmanship and walk away.
Right.
You know, instead you choose to condemn a brother, you can choose to just rag them out, and that's not going to make that person feel better, that's not going to make you feel better.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins in that situation. So the conscious community is just there. I respect them, and I understand what they're trying to do by enlightening the community. But also, you can't bring people down. At the end of the day, everybody's saying their message is to be a better person,
right?
To think with your higher conscience, you know. To be that person, you know. Instead, you they see the battle and the debates and all of those things, and it tears people apart because they see people, you know, two good brothers going at it. Yes, I understand the sport, I understand that, but that's not what we need now. Yeah. We need unity. We need oneness.
That's true. That's true. And even if you, I don't know if y'all peeped that movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see that movie, Ben-Hur. With, oh my God, Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Yo, the illest scene in that movie was towards the end, because the brothers were racing and fighting each other, and then I guess there was one who's standing in for Caesar, and then the other brother representing the people. So the brother who's representing the people won. Now you would think that Caesar was upset at the time, you know, when his like champion lost. Yeah. He was like, nah. He was like, look at the crowd. They cry for blood like Romans now. I'm happy. Yep. Did you see the message in that?
Like the whole
Did you see the message? He was like, oh nah, you won the race, but look at your people now.
I know. He made them.
You scream for bloodshed like we do. So now we have the conscious community screaming for bloodshed. Yep. Y'all niggas love competition, going at each other, putting each other down, putting the woman down, putting niggas' moms down, putting niggas' kids down. And it's like, yo, y'all done turned into Romans. Yep. The same so-called white people y'all trying to get us out of the mind frame. Look at y'all niggas now.
To soulless creatures.
Gang banging on each other. Y'all Romans now. Y'all crying for blood.
Yep.
That's you know what I'm saying? So you are no longer yourselves, black community. Y'all done switched over and became Romans without even realizing it.
Without even realizing. And the crazy part is that they try. I said, like this whole conscious movement, like I could look at it and I could see that they want the best, like they yearn for that knowledge.
The intention is good.
And it's just like, I guess we have to deal with the state of mind, and this is why you gotta center yourself. Like you have to love yourself and you have to know thyself, you know, and bring your proper person. So, like, imagine you're like a fucking mountain and nobody could like say anything to fuck with you. Like you can't say anything to move me. And that's where, and all the mountain could give is love. Just love.
Most powerful thing on the planet.
And that's it. Like you can't shake a mountain. This is why they kill everybody. Like, yo, trust me. Listen, it's not about putting people down. It's about understanding. Understanding. Don't let somebody else a state of mind affect yours, but in the same sense, you can still choose to understand that person and hear them out. You can hear them out. Very important. And respect their beliefs. I remember when I first came to consciousness, this brother here, we sitting on the couch, right? And I think this is when he was reading the Black's Law Dictionary.
Which colored?
Yeah.
You were talking about colored.
And he dropped this book on me. He's like, hey, bro, just let me get a second, read that little thing right there. Mind you, I'm smoking blunt. You know, I'm chilling. I'm kicking it. You know, females, we kicking it. He's like, yo, just read that. Boom. I read that shit. That shit blew my mind. To this day, I can't understand how the words are right there, but yet it's right there this dictionary is in the Library of Congress. Like, this dictionary is everywhere. Yep. But what's good, King? But
what y'all building? Oh, you building?
Yeah.
Talking about the conscious community, man.
Rolling and roll like a king, man.
Ali.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It's crazy how that one thing, and it's like that dictionary is everywhere. Black's Law Dictionary. Everybody should know about it, but yet nobody knows. And it states in that book that the court system is held to know that there's no such thing as black and white. There's no so who's calling us black and white? The system, or is it the companies?
You know, it's not even that. We know the companies gonna do what the companies do.
Yeah, profit.
Who in the fuck in the conscious community is still saying the black conscious community? Which one of y'all scholars is still calling y'all niggas black at lectures?
Please stop doing that. There is
Which
no
one
such
Which one of y'all niggas is saying that the black guys in Egypt built the pyramids?
Just stop.
Who's saying this shit?
No, real
Stop.
shit.
Stop.
In the camera. What's going on? This is Ali Geronimo.
My brother
back.
Ali. Yep.
Off top, national for sure. I got my nationality. Seriously though, you feel me? In this conscious community, we need to stop playing because it's 2017. We only got maybe 2 weeks before Trump is in office. We already know he's not going to be on our side like the rest of these presidents was not on our side. So we need to get our people on our side and stop playing these bullshit conscious games. Con means to go the other way. It means against. We don't want that. We want to be pro.
Yep.
We want to be pro people. You feel me?
Come
on, pro knowledge, pro health, pro helping, pro all that. Let's cut out the consciousness that's stopping us, that's pushing us against from what we need to accomplish, because it is fourth quarter, it is the middle time.
It's fourth quarter.
Let's stop playing. Stop playing these games.
We niggas need to come in. We need to be the clutch. Like,
all jokes aside, but you know, I'm not just gonna get on here and just say some criticism. We're gonna keep it real because my tribe, we're on it. You feel me? And I know there's some other young Moors out there that's on it, and that's what we need. You feel me? We need y'all to keep doing what y'all doing. Keep sitting these old Moors down. You feel me?
In the back.
Keep pushing this law out because it's fourth quarter.
We are the youth
peace.
We are the youth of the nation. We gotta keep it. Keep renewing ourselves. Like, you can't stay stuck.
Stagnant.
Thank you, bro. Like, you can't stay stagnant, man. You gotta progress. If you ain't gonna progress, guess what? This world is just gonna keep on evolving.
It's gonna pass your ass right on by.
Keep on going, and you still stuck on those same ideas and traditions, and those things it's gonna mess you over. Not only that, it's gonna mess your whole generation up. Your seed is gonna go downhill because of they're trying to respect you, and yet they're failing because everything else is changing, and they wanna.
They gonna get through. The baby's gonna get through. Though you don't gotta worry about them. But as far as the baby's gonna get through because
they got the updates already.
Yeah. But the thing is,
the internet is a motherfucker. Go ahead.
It's about to be close time. You feel me, for this earth, man, and for everything. So if y'all want to get off this and get to that new plane, like, you have to raise your vibration. You gotta raise your vibration.
Bro.
No other way about it.
Seriously,
for real, because like Cuddy was saying, you have to do it over and over. You don't know how it's gonna be next time. You feel me? It might not be this easy. It may be way worse. Than Trump being in office. You know what I mean? Like, it may be way worse. So you don't want to come back the next lifetime in this low density plane. You feel me? So you're right, but
Listen.
And it's for the babies, man.
it's for the babies.
Trump
Stop
is
conning.
Trump.
Stop conning. You feel me? Cut that out.
Trump is just there to better the company.
Yeah,
That's
It's gonna
it.
be business as usual.
He's
Trump-
about business. Like you
That ain't
gotta
got nothing to do
respect his. You know, as much as he fell, that guy kept on getting up and trying again. You know, so you gotta respect his game and his hustle. You know, right now the economy is doing. It's not so bad, but it's in the future it's gonna be bad. So basically, they see that happening. They're gonna bring one of the best business guys out there, as though he has some bad to his business, but it's still like, you know, at the end of the day, it was about his company. His company is still, regardless of what anybody say, is over billions of dollars. Well, at least $1 billion.
Trump Tower, real shit.
Like, seriously. So it's just like, you got to respect the guy's hustle, you know, and the company's failing. U.S. government is failing.
He gets them notes.
So, you know, right now they're like, you know, we need to bring somebody in office that's going to make money.
Because we national.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, but I'm saying.
And that's everybody in the conscious community. And that's why we saying this to the conscious community. Because we worried about things that has nothing to do.
Dude, absolutely.
Like we're
don't.
nationals. We have our own government. We need
But
to be
you
worried
see,
about.
we know that though, so
Yeah.
we're not stressing about
this
Trump.
Is,
like
this is
everybody
why.
else.
This is why when you do this, now talking into the cam, like you gotta help people understand, like because you gotta understand that people's mindset is still, regardless that situation was a big situation. You know, people's minds are still on the whole, how the fuck did Trump win? But
Right.
you know, I'm sharing my point of view on that
I feel
point of view,
it,
and then
yeah.
I'm gonna give my own personal point of view. So,
Yeah.
like you have, you know, this
I'ma
whole
say
Trump thing. You have
Trump
this whole.
won because it's a corporation. Like you can't.
They needed the money. That's
But
what I'm
you
saying. They
can't
need
vote.
that. They need that profit. So just give me. Hold on. Give me a second, King. So what happened is they needed to bring the company funds back up. So they're gonna bring him into office. He does that well. But on the other end, in our state of minds, where we at, they can't touch us. They can't mess with us. You know why? Because we have the law on our side.
It's called being in the constitutional fold of government.
Exactly. So
You can't do that being a color nigga.
It's so funny because I'll be at work and these discussions are like top priority at work, and you know these guys they talk all this, and I just sit in my little cubicle and I just laugh because I'm like, these guys are just funny, yo. Like, hey, go ahead, they gonna take your money, they gonna take that, but they ain't taking mine. They ain't taking my family, they ain't taking my land, they ain't taking nothing. Not even my title. So
nothing no more.
they can't get nothing no more. They can't even take my taxes. Woo, the check is fat.
It's called locking them out. That's what you
check
do when you
is
nationalize.
Yeah.
You
So
lock someone out. Only way they can tax you now is if they too is if everybody nationalized becoming more.
yeah,
That's the only way niggas is taxing you ever again.
yeah. It's crazy, man. You gotta educate yourself, man. You have to hit that point. It's almost like being a drug dealer, you know, or a user.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that lowest point where it's like, that's it. Like that's it for life, you know. And I was raised Christian, and like I never understood it because the best thing you can be in the whole Christianity is a servant to another being or essence or something like that, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, I see my dad, I saw my mom, they were good Christians and all of that, and I'm just like, that's it. Like your so-called Jesus heal people. Like, can one of y'all heal somebody? Like what is the top level? Like that's it. That is it. And
That's true.
how can I hit that point and just love only Christ and not myself? So it's just like, I just kind of done away with it. Like it wasn't for me. You know, I see my dad now. I spoke to him today, actually. And he's still in the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He thinks that marriage, it has to happen because I'm having a child, you know? Like, I have to marry the woman to be... No, it doesn't. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, he's still in that state of mind, but, you know, you got to be able to evolve, you know? You got to be able to better yourself, you know? Lift your vibrations, you know? To start being... To love yourself. Just that's to love yourself.
And, you know, simple law, nigga. Simple constitutional law. Go ahead, bro. According to Article 4, I believe, Zodiac Constitution, it's against the law to be married by the state. Because to be married by the state would mean to be married by foreigners. To be married by foreigners meaning that everything's going to be made commercial. If everything is made commercial, that means the thing that was once sacred and spiritual is now used for fucking notes. Not to mention when you get married, anything or any future children you do have gets transferred to the Department of Orphans. This is why when you don't treat your children right or your kids as the legal guardians, rather than the mother and father, they come and take they shit. They come and take their child because that was never your child. If it was your child, they wouldn't be able to take it in the first place.
Talk about it.
So this is why it's against the Constitution to do marriage, because there's supposed to be, if I recall, a separation of church and state.
Yeah.
But how is it that the pastor be like, by the power vested in me by the state of yada? I pronounce you. Wait, what happened to separation? I thought separation means not together. Meaning one motherfucker over here, a motherfucker over there. That nigga over there is talking about power invested by me. He should be like, I can't use that power because the state's over there. Power invested by me, by the state. By the state.
The power.
Ain't the power in the preacher supposed to be vested by God, nature, the supreme creator of all? What happened to the supreme creator? Niggas bypassed the supreme creator and went right to the state. And then you get mad.
Motherfuckers know who God is, though. Because God and the Lord, hey, somebody's playing him.
Yeah.
That's why they say you can't serve. You cannot serve two masters. So which one you gonna serve? Yourself or somebody outside yourself?
Or this fake person.
I'd rather serve myself.
Exactly.
Because I'll never play me.
And by the way,
you are children of God.
And by the way,
Jesus.
And by the way, they say that marriage is a European term. Like it's
very
not
modern. It's not.
Marriage comes from merge, and that's come from when you do it with a girl. That's
but the state. No, that's the etymology of the word.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about where the word was first used. Marriage, it was used actually in England. The white dress was from Queen Elizabeth. The white cake, all of that was from Queen Elizabeth when she got married. Oh, Victoria, I can't remember who it was, but one of the queens over there. So that's where that came from. Marriage in the state and back in the day was actually it wasn't called marriage, it's called a union. A union. And the union, they didn't wear white, they actually wore basic clothes. And what happened is an elder in the town
or the tribe.
An elder in the tribe will come and actually unite them.
By the powers vested in them by nature. Nature. There was no such thing as white dress and white cake and white hat. Shit. No, that shit is not ours. And I'm definitely of the land. So I told my girl this when I first started dating her. I was like,
And she's telling you to the Vatican.
She's Mexican. So
Morena.
Yep. So she knows that shit ain't theirs. We actually done the research on this shit.
So that's all you gotta do.
That niggas look at us crazy because we say ain't nothing greater than nature. You know what I'm saying? So how we move, we don't spend our times bashing each other and fucking, you know what I'm saying, trying to put each other down. We spend our time trying to build each other up.
Exactly.
Because everybody got work to do, not only on themselves, but as a collective. But we ain't got time to be having fucking debates upon whether we black or not. Yep. Does the word exist? Do these niggas exist? Does this nationality exist? You know, I'm really getting to the point. Yo, I'm getting to the point right now. I don't even give a fuck what nationality you claim, son.
Claim what?
It don't even matter to me. That's how free my mind is. You don't gotta be more. You don't gotta be Hebrew Israelite. You don't gotta be none of this shit. Make up something. Just be outside the United States. Be back to nature. Be back according to your ancestors. There's mad lanes on the road. As long as you all going in the same direction, who give a fuck what lane you in?
You better get you a nationality.
Worry about your lane. If your lane is Hebrew Israelite, focus on building Hebrew Israelite. If your lane is Pan-Africanism, my nigga, take a trip to Africa, reunite with them Africans over there, put them niggas on the mic and say that we are the same people. Because I've never seen that shit a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, we are Americans. They are Africans. They have their inheritance over there. Their inheritance wasn't touched or fucked with. Like our shit was. We got problems over here.
We need to fix.
Americans. The Americans got problems over here. Our problems as Americans is in America, not over here in Africa.
Yeah.
We here. You know what I'm saying? So fuck the excuses shit. Nationalities, nigga, who cares, nigga? You ain't black. You ain't no color.
Listen,
Hey, this is funny though.
You
straight. Shit. That's what I gotta say on that, man. You know,
you never been black.
never.
Nobody's ever been black. You know who's been black? You know, let me show you what's been black.
But look, this
These glasses was made black.
my shirt.
You know, my brother's shirt over there was made
My
black.
socks.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to make
Well,
this
what else
black.
I got? I this was made black. You know what I'm saying? Like that's we
My
are
hair,
not
shit.
My hair
black.
is black, nigga.
But real shit though, like I just had this conversation with my daughter though. Like
Where?
about
Alright, fam.
Because-
Hold on before you go.
yeah.
Alright, fam. I think we done gave y'all the business. Alright. At the end of the day, pick a nationality, son. Don't be black and don't be colored. Alright? We are the people of the land. Stick to that. It don't matter what lane you in. Just keep prospering in your lane and I'll fucks with you.
Listen,
Deuce.
listen. One last thing. One last thing.
Last thing.
Black is a state of mind. It's a
And it don't exist.
and it doesn't exist. That's the thing. Like it mind fucks me every time. But listen, it's a state of mind because it was created by the corporation to pitch you in a certain party, in a certain group. So if you're of that group, you're gonna
Like-
think like
it's like
that.
the untouchable.
So you're gonna be that. So I have respect for a lot of people like Raven Simmons or whatever her name is.
Simone. Raven Simone.
Like people hate her, but she was telling the honest truth according to law.
Yeah, she said, I'm American.
I'm American.
Like
She's
she
not.
crazy.
So
American.
all of these things, like people ragged on her and all of that stuff. Even me, because at the time when it happened, I was unconscious. You know, so I wasn't conscious at the time. So I ragged on her, but she was telling the truth. Now that I look back on it, you're not black. Black is a state of mind. You're better than that. You're beyond that, according to law. Law.
So, come back home, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Just come back home, Dorothy. You done fell and bumped your head. You done fell and bumped your head, Dorothy. Come on, Dorothy. Click them heels. Peace, fam.